All right, FishAholics, welcome back to another episode. We finally did it. We hit that 100,000 subscriber mark. So thanks to each and every one of you guys that have stuck around for the many years of this channel. And for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome as well. And here I've got a little surprise for you. So if you comment below, then I'll randomly select one of you guys for this 100K giveaway. And right here I have a brand new Tsunami Trophy 2 surf fishing rod, which I will randomly select one winner, and whoever wins, I will mail that out to you. So it's about 5:30, and we're gonna give it like another 30 minutes or so until we hit the water because we're waiting for that tide to get right. But we just picked up a brand new Badfish box, so we're gonna bust this open, show you guys what we got, and we're gonna try and catch a fish on every single lure in the box. All right, so let's see what we got. First off, we've got the Hoagie Charter Grade popper, and then we've got some Game On stainless clips with some Spro power swivels. Next we have a Daiwa SP minnow, that's looking good. And then we also have a Savage Gear 3D jerk minnow, which is looking super juicy. And then next we have a Z-Man scent jerk shad, and then we have some Mustad Ultra Point Jig heads, and then we have the Ocean-born Bucktail, which is 3/4 ounce, just should be perfect for some midsummer surf stripers. And then finally we've got this pretty cool Badfish striper sticker, which is looking pretty nice on the side of the Breakwater 12. So I've got some really nice lures in the Badfish box this month, and I'm intrigued to see if we can catch a fish this evening on every single one of them. So I'll put a code here on the screen so you can save some money, and a link in the description. Definitely check them out. And also let me know what you guys think of this pretty cool triggerfish tee right here. And this was sent to me by a new company called Relic, and their mission is really great. Basically, for every item purchased, they're going to donate 5 oysters to a non-for-profit and set up a beach cleanup station out here in Eastern Long Island to help reduce pollution. So definitely check them out. I'll put a link in the description. So now, enough talking. I'm gonna get ready in like 10 minutes, and we're gonna hit the road. Good thing about living in Montauk, the ocean's only like 5 minutes away. But definitely enter in the comment section to win the brand new Tsunami Trophy 2, and I'll see you guys at the water. All right, well, we made it to the water. The surf is looking pretty nice. There definitely should be some stripers hanging around here in the wash under the whitewater, and it's actually the next day, because yesterday we came down after doing our intro, and unfortunately, because 2 days ago was that tropical storm Isaias, this water was straight chocolate milk. And it's a little bit better today. It's still a little murky, but I fished for like 30 minutes yesterday, and I didn't feel confident in the kind of conditions that we had, so we just called it quits. So we're gonna head down to a couple different spots and just hope that there's some fish there. All right, well, I decided to leave the waders at home today just because it's been so bloody hot. And we're gonna start out with the Z-Man jerk shad, cast away out there by some of those boulders, and hope there's some stripers. And I'm actually using the same model rod that I'm giving away in this video, so hopefully we'll be able to nail some stripers. We get to see it in action, and hopefully get lucky enough to win it. There's one right there on the Z-Man jerk shad. Wow. Talk about diaper striper right there. This is probably the smallest striper in my entire life that I've ever caught in this area. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? It's a fish. It counts. We got one on the jerk shad. Oh man. All right, let's take a few more casts with this soft plastic here, and then we'll switch it up. The water looks loads better than it did yesterday. And you know, the funny thing is that storm Isaias like was out west of us a lot more. Oh, another one right there. And it only rained here for about 15-20 minutes, but it blew to like 50 miles an hour, so that's what really churned up the water. All right, that one's a little bit better. Pretty fun on this 8-foot Trophy 2. All right, let's take this off and try something else. How about the Savage Salt here? This thing just looks so unbelievably realistic. It looks exactly like a big 7-inch sand eel. Now, taking a second look at these hooks, I'm a little bit worried about these hooks if we get into anything sizable, but for schoolies today, this should be fine. But if we start throwing this plug in the future on a real good sand eel bite with big fish, we're gonna definitely have to switch out the hooks. And surprisingly, it actually casts pretty far for a lighter bait. Oh, there's one. Finally. It took a lot longer than I thought it would take. About like 20, 25 casts. I like side hooked them. Sorry, little buddy. I would say also about this bait, it's probably not necessary to have this middle hook. Probably get away with just this hook and the back tail hook. And I'm thinking for the future, I'll probably take off all these trebles, maybe put like one single hook here, or maybe leave this treble, and I think that would be perfect. Take another couple casts of this and then we'll switch. Oh, that one hit it hard, right on the paws. I'm glad our first spot has a little concentration like this. And yeah, you know, they're all little, but they're fun on this 8-foot trophy too. I think this guy got all the trebles. There he is. All right, let's make a switch. I think we should try throwing that bucktail before it gets too late. Then maybe the SP, and then the popper. It's gonna be something we're gonna throw right before it gets dark. All right, we're just gonna take some pork rind here, thread it on the back of this ocean-born, funky looking bucktail, and we'll see if it works. It's got a different type head than most typical bucktails, but for all we know, maybe that'll have some interesting action that a striper won't be able to resist. Probably look exactly like a little squid going through the surf, so if we put it in front of a striper, they'll probably take a look at it. I'm actually liking the color in this murky water too, with that little bit of flash in there and then blue over white. There he is. Whew, that one hit really hard. This might be a nicer fish too. Pulling some drag. Oh yeah. On the bucky. Stay hooked, Betty. Stay hooked. Oh man. He's trying to take me around that rock. So I'm using the 4000 Evict with this Trophy 2 today. So I kind of lightened up my whole setup pretty much because I had a feeling we'd get into some smaller fish. So just getting into like 24 inchers like this is really fun. Gorgeous. All right, I got the bucky out of the way. Let's clip this off. And let's give the SP a try. All right, well, I don't know what happened, but this camera froze up for like 20-30 minutes. And of course, I didn't realize that. So we fished the SP pretty hard. I was getting a little discouraged. We weren't getting a bite. And then I just caught one, threw it back. And then I realized the camera was messed up. So we're throwing the popper now. The final lure we got to catch a fish on. So hopefully we can knock this out of the way and then go back to the SP and catch a fish on that so you guys can see it. But yeah, let's get back out on a rock. So we're losing the light quick, and we're gonna definitely try and focus on a couple of these boulders that are sticking out of the water, and we're gonna throw this popper real close to that structure and work it really slow, like pop, pop, pause, pop, pop, pause. And that looks super juicy going through that white water. And there should be some stripers willing to take this on the surface. After throwing the SP for a while, we were, getting it down like deeper in the water column. And then I switched for like 2 casts where I was just like twitching it and keeping it closer to the surface. And that's when we caught one on the SP. So they're definitely within that first couple feet of the surface, or at least some of the fish are. All right, it's been about 5 minutes, no swirls, no bites. And just so you know, typically I would not be fishing a popper this small in, surf conditions like this. Typically I'd be throwing a popper like this in the harbor or the bay with like a 7'6" medium fast action and like a 3,000, 4,000 size reel. So I'm really glad we're using a lighter surf setup so we can kind of fish this bait effectively. Might have to go to another spot to get a bite on this. I'm gonna switch back to the SP real quick, and then we might make a move. All right, let's try this again. Last one wanted it really slow. Twitch, twitch, pause. Twitch, twitch, pause. And if we get nailed on this right away, it shows you that these fish just might not be feeding on top water. There he is, boom. That guy cracked the SP. Ah, he came off. There he is, boom. Yeah, they're liking the SP, that's for sure. A lot of bites on this now. And I'm just fishing it with a jerk pause. Probably the best one of the evening. There he goes. All right, well, we're losing the light quick, so we got to clip this off, put the popper back on, and we'll take a few more casts here with it, see if we can connect. If not, then we're gonna move down around the point, try a couple more boulders that could have some stripers on them. All right, come on, stripers. Eat the popper. Eat the popper. Oh, just saw a fish bust water over there. This might work out perfectly. Right at dusk, these fish will start feeding on top. Come on, come on, come on. That fish that popped was pretty far out. We're gonna try and launch it way out there. Actually, I think that's shad busting on top out there. Just saw one of them fly out of the water. Shad or small stripers. Oh, there's another one. You guys can't see it, but I can see it. Whoa, did you see that? That bass flew out of the water to hit this popper, finally. That was right on top here in some skinnier water. Working it real slow, pop, pop, pause. Let's see if there's another one. Come on back, come on. Come on. All right, well, I think that is about a wrap. We lost the film with daylight, and unfortunately, we could not catch a fish on the popper. We did have one nice bite, and he just didn't get hooked. I think he slightly missed it, actually, but he launched out of the water, and I can guarantee you this little popper that we fished is gonna be nailing some fish in the near future in some of my vids, so definitely look forward to that. It's sweet that we caught a fish on all the other presentations that came in the box, and they're definitely gonna be coming back around in a lot of other videos in the future as well. So if you guys enjoyed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I can't believe finally we are at 100,000 subscribers. I am super stoked. Thank you guys, and be sure to like this video if you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment below to have a chance to win that surf rod. And Fishaholics, like always, live to fish, fish to live.